Welcome to Nugget 220 with Steve and Dana Groman. We are continuing from our Nugget 219, where we were talking about an article from Scientific American, December 2021, and we are going to pick up right where we left off. So if you're wondering why we're back in space, it's because that is the focus these days. We've said a few times that space is the new dinosaurs. The devil uses a variety of means to attract different people, and we have all been intrigued by space, some of us more than others. So this stuff sounds exciting and intriguing and intellectual, and it makes us feel excited, intellectual, and intrigued. So we go for it and we buy this stuff hook, line, and sinker. But we shouldn't. We need to, as I've said dozens of times on these nuggets, we need to put on our thinking caps and be critical thinkers and realize that they don't have a clue what happened supposed billions of years ago. They certainly don't have a clue what would happen a supposed 5 billion years ago. But from a creationist standpoint, those dates are impossible. They don't exist. They never have existed. And we need to just realize that if astronomy, cosmology is putting something out, we need to really consider what they're saying very carefully.
Big time. Thing is, it's not just what happened 5 billion years ago. They're saying what's going to happen another 3 to 5 or whatever billion years from now. Nobody can see this. Nobody can measure this. Nobody can test it scientifically. People can predict it. They can believe it. They can assume it. They can wish it to be. They can do whatever they want to with it, but they can only believe it. There is no way to examine this or to test it or to verify that it ever does happen. All of this stuff is pure conjecture. Hopefully, people are able to see that.
And I don't mean to sound like some people do, but can't this money be better spent? Can't this intelligence that is being poured into this in these universities and these observatories, I really think that they are not being wise stewards of the funds or their time or their intelligence. There are so many things here on Earth that need to be addressed and can be taken care of if the focus is placed on that. And that's what I want us to understand, is that this is really misplaced, misdirected information to misplace and misdirect those of us that would feel like this would make some sort of sense. And again, it's not just students in middle school or high school or college or after graduate work, but it's all of us that watch these things, or you see it come across your phone or on Facebook or whatever, and it just seems intriguing. It's not true.
No, it can't be true.
It can't be true.
No, and God tells us very clearly that He's the one that made everything, and He did not make billions of time because He says so. That's what it was. He did not make billions of time of emptiness and vastness and space, and just to deceive us. That would be deceptive, and He doesn't do that kind of thing.
No, Jesus isn't deceptive.
And as we wrap this one up, I want to leave everybody with one thought. The Bible says in Genesis 2, "Thus the heavens and earth were finished, and all the hosts of them." There can be no stars forming and galaxies forming. Of course, they've got it so many billions of years out, there's no way to tell in the first place, no way to verify it. I've had people tell me, well, animals have babies and all this. We have new life all the time. That may well be because God told them to do that, because everything reproduces after its kind. Nowhere does it say that the stars or the galaxies or Andromeda, it doesn't say any of that stuff will reproduce after its kind. They are finished, and all the hosts of them. Let God be true and every man a liar. And the fact of the matter is, God is true. He put out there what's out there, and it is not some random happenstance thing, and we just happen to be fortunate enough to live on this thing. That's not the way things happen. God made this place for us. And another thing, I know most of you know this already, but the definition of science is observation, testing, doing experiments. The definition of religion is something a person believes in. All of this stuff you can believe in. All of this stuff people are free to believe whatever they want to, and many, many do. The problem is it's not science, but they've called it science for so long that people think it belongs as science. It belongs there. But the reality is, if we're just going to believe something arbitrarily without ever even testing it. People say, well, you shouldn't question anything. Well, questioning is science. That makes it science. If a person is on the other side of the fence, if they're just going to arbitrarily believe no matter what is said, that's no longer science, because they're not even questioning it. They're just automatically believing it. And I want to encourage people. We're not trying to slam science. I like science. Science is neat stuff. Science is good. Science is fun. But anything that has to do with space deep down out in there has nothing to do with science, because we cannot test it, we cannot observe it, we cannot go there and see it and do it and weigh it or anything like that. So it's just purely a belief system. I want to encourage you, just don't arbitrarily fall for a belief system that has no basis, in fact, no validity to it, no way to verify that what they're saying is actually true.
Agreed. We are going to wrap this up, and we hope that you will all have a nice Christmas. Have a good one, and thank you. And again, if you haven't bought all your Christmas presents, the Creation Seminar series is almost 30 hours of information, and it would be a perfect Christmas gift. So give us a call or go to our website, creationseminar.net, to order. And if you order before Christmas, which is only a few days away, we will give you free shipping and free gift wrap. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.